Magandang araw po sa inyo lahat. Ito po yung lingkod, si Freddy, dito po sa Amerika. Ako po ay nagbibigay ng talumpati. Ako po ay nagbibigay ng komentaryo at mga what they call is my analysis on what's going on there in the Philippines, especially when it comes to political situation as well as to economic issue that affect the Filipinos there in the Philippines. Okay, now. By the way, I am a competent Toastmaster International member. When I was there in the Philippines, I joined a Barangay Toastmaster Club in Bacolod City, and I worked for PLDT for almost more than 2 decades. And the other half is I spent it in Bacolod Exchange as a system support engineer. Okay. And for that reason, I do think, and also at the same time, I worked in 2 decades in Chicago as a healthcare worker in different hospital and nursing home. And for it, I just assume that I am already qualified to have this kind of blog, okay, as a commentator in different political issue. And also I study in Chicago Harry Truman Community College, okay? And I do hope that that's the reason why I am here now in YouTube channel at Filipinos America Blog YouTube channel. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please press the red button below so you could subscribe to my channel. And please give me a thumbs up and make some comment whether in Filipino or English. And at the same time, you could share this video to your friends and benefactors within your family circle, within your barangay there in the Philippines, and at the same time to all US Filipino in your community, most especially there in Los Angeles or in California, guys, in California. Now, ito po ay aking tatalakayin itong pagre-resign ni VP Sara from Marcos cabinet sa ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, no, na matagal na ho natin napatunayan na itong si Sara Duterte, ang ating Vice President, ay mukhang hindi karapat-dapat sa kanyang pwesto na binigay sa kanya ng ating Pangulong Bongbong Marcos Jr. When it comes to she has been appointed as Secretary of Education for almost 2 years. This end of the month, June 30. Okay? Now, in as much as she was not able to deliver the expected leadership of being a Secretary of Education for this reason, lack of technical expertise. Malaking bagay ho yan, lack of technical expertise, and yung kanyang mga priority are always misplaced. Hindi niya ma-priority kung ano dapat niyang gawin. Wala ho siyang halos nagawa sa Department of Education. And what are those status of education now in the Philippines? It is a deteriorating, especially nowadays. Makikita nyo ang mga ating estudyante dyan sa Department of Education ay napakapurol ng ating mga estudyante when it comes to English speaking, English writing, anything that cover English. At yung mga teachers, ito ay nakarating sa akin, dyan sa Department of Education, they are always using Filipino. Alam nyo, ang Filipino is for home use only. What if kung ito mga estudyante ito ay pupunta na sa secondary and tertiary level or higher education? I could not tell something about higher education because higher education or college are producing a good one, except for a little of English proficiency too. Maraming level ang English proficiency. We have A1, A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. And usually, we have this B1 or B2. Ang yan ang ang katanggap-tanggap. Okay? Yan ang level, and right now lagging behind tayo. Kulera tayo. Out of 81 countries, we placed 77. Nakakahiya, no? And it is going on since Digong Duterte take over na ang education system natin dyan sa Pilipinas ay neglected up to the administration of Sara Duterte. Kaya maraming ang nag-welcome sa pagkaka-resign ni Sara. And because of the strong asking, people are asking all over the nation, asking for her resignation. Kasi hindi umuunlad ang ating mga estudyante diyan sa public school. Makikita nyo ang diferensya ng public school at ng private school. Those people, those students, those young students studying in private school are doing better when it comes to English, math, and also science. These are the three subjects that needs our skill in order for us to compete in different countries all over the world. And we are laying, and we landed last or at the bottom or at the cellar. Okay? Now, pakinggan po natin itong announcement ni Vice President Sara Duterte in her speech. Makikita nyo ang kanyang speech. Makikita nyo on how the way she delivered speech. This is not the kind of criteria that we are looking for as Department or Secretary of the Department of Education. Kailangan siya mismo ang model. Okay? At kaya walang naging accomplishment to si Sara Duterte. Wala. Kaya always no comment. Always no comment. Okay, pakinggan po natin to.
Sasama ang kwentong nabuo natin ay kwento ng kapit-bisig na pantaguyod sa alikaing maitatag ang isang bansang makabata at batang makabansa.
Okay.
Ngunit anumang kwento, kahit gaano kaganda, ay sadya.
Alam niyo to, si Sara Duterte ay naging popular dahil kay Digong Duterte. At sila ay naging popular dahil yung bang pagpatay niya sa mga drug addicts o yung mga gumagamit ng drugs, pero not on drug lords. Wala ho na nagawang ganun. Puro kapalpakan itong ginawa ni Digong Duterte at minana nitong anak na si Sara Duterte. Pare-pareho silang lawyer, but they cannot speak English fluently. Okay? So, is either Filipino, buti pa kung Filipino, okay lang, no? Kaso hindi rin marunong mag-English eh. Okay? Only they are using legal terminology. We have different terminology that we are using depending on your career. Legal terms or legal parlance, in engineering, technical, but the main language that we are using in all forms of science, medical, or engineering are mostly English. Okay? Are you agree? Do you agree? Okay, look. And we are using ESL, English as a second language, because English is also an official language of the Philippines on top of Filipino. Okay? And Filipino has been removed as a curriculum in the upper level or in college and university. They remove Filipino subjects there. Okay? And that's the reason why this higher level education is doing better than the basic education. Okay, the basic education, we should start good in basic education so that our young student can be fully prepared and develop self-confidence once they reach the university or college level. Okay, let's continue.
Nagtatapos rin. Earlier today, June 19, 2024, I sought an audience with the President and tendered my resignation as the Secretary of Education effective July 19, 2024.
So, Margit, July 19, wala na ako siya sa pwesto. Okay? So, may transition daw. It doesn't need in transition kasi wala ka naman nagawa eh. Wala ka nagawa, BP Sara. Wala ka nagawa as Secretary of Education. Okay?
And my 30-day notice to ensure the proper and orderly transition for the benefits of the next Secretary. Mga kababayan, ang aking pagbibitiw ay hindi lulan ng kahinaan, kundi
mahinang-mahina, BP Sara. Napakahina mo. Napakahina mo. Yan ang katotohanan. At kaya ka nag-resign ay dahil sa pressure coming from us, coming from the people, nationwide, asking for you to step down. Okay, so ang nangyari, ang pinay-step down nyo ay si BBM, ikaw ang nag-resign kasi you are incompetent Secretary of Education. Okay, let's continue.
Wala ng tunay na malasakit para sa ating mga guro at kabataang Pilipino.
Wala ka nagawa sa mga guro. Unang-una, ang mga guro ay kailangan natin continuous training. Continuous training ang ating what is needed to all our school teachers there at the Department of Education. Okay? At the same time, yung salary, hindi mo pa rin nagawa, no? Because you cannot present your suggestion to congressmen, to all congressmen there in the Philippines, to make or to upgrade the grading and as well as the pay scale of all public school teachers. And at the same time, you have to appropriate, you have to suggest a budget for their continuous training, seminar, and the use of effective computer like A1, AI, artificial intelligence, in order for them to grow. Hindi yung itatanggalin mo yung sinasabi mo mga clerical na in-attach para makapag-dedicate sa kanilang trabaho. It is not necessary. With the use of computer, with the use of AI, with the use of new technology that we have there in the Philippines, there is a great need for them to be equipped with those training and technology in order for them to accomplish all this that you said are not needed. No, they are needed because they are the one who are disposing this function, and they should make this same thing of making a report to your office. Kasi ikaw ay isang clerical, okay? Ikaw ay isang clerk. For example, I am a clerk, and the teacher is giving me all this information, all the data. But I don't understand them because I'm not doing it. So the only thing that can do that perfectly are those teachers who are executing this function. It can be compared to a nursing report. It could be compared to all nursing that doing what? Their reports on a day-to-day. Right. Okay? All inputs must be coming from what they did on a day-to-day basis. It's so simple. There is no need for a clerical. And there is no budget for that. What I suggest is to improve their capability, their skill in putting this report to your office by those teachers. They should be equipped with the highest technology, up to date. Okay? Okay, let's continue. Vice President Sara Duterte, many people are happy, and even your teachers there at the Department of Education are so happy that you resign because you are incompetent Secretary of Education. Okay?
Bagamat hindi ako magpapatuloy na mamamahala sa kagawaran, patuloy pa rin nating itataguyod ang kalidad ng edukasyon na nararapat para sa Pilipino.
How can you do that if you are no longer a secretary? Huh? You do not explain. It's easy to say that. It's easy to say that. But how can you, as Vice President, if you are going to do that, you're interfering with the function of the Department of Education Secretary. Am I right? So your speech is useless. Okay, let's continue.
Hindi man ako ang tumatayong kalihim ng edukasyon, mananatili akong isang ina na nagmamatyag at titindig para sa kapakanan ng bawat guro at bawat mag-aaral sa Pilipinas.
It's nothing. It's empty. Your message is empty and unacceptable. The only thing that we could accept is your resignation, and that's it. Your resignation is enough for us. That the Department of Education will start to grow. And I do hope that all teachers will be benefited with the new or on the incoming Secretary of Education. Okay, we need a competent from the ranks, either from the ranks or from outside, as long as that secretary could be a full-time Secretary of Education, that they could represent, this secretary could represent on all the problems arising inside the department. Okay? So, yan ay napakinggan nyo ang kanyang walang kabuluhang message sa inyo, mga tao, na ang ating mga anak ay naapektuhan for more than a decade since it started in 2016 on the presidency of Rodrigo Roa Duterte. And the President, Bongbong Marcos Jr., is addressing directly to this problem that he wants to uplift, to upgrade the standard of education to all our students there, young students who will become sometime even a president. Okay, we need those children because they are the future leaders of our country. Okay, now ano ba yung basic education? Ito ipapaliwanag ko. Ang basic education hindi nag-improve sa kanya for the past 2 years, and because wala siyang konkretong steps na ginawa. Okay, this Vice President merely resorted to bold yet vacuous pronouncement. Ang ibig sabihin nito ay lacking content. Yung kanyang mga pronouncement and mismatched policy. Yung kanyang mga policy ay hindi makakatugma sa mga problema na dapat asikasuhin agad. Okay? She is currently studying public administration, preparing for her ambition to become president. Dito lang sa being Secretary of Education, hindi mo na magawa. Gusto mo pang gawin, gampanan ang trabaho ng isang Pangulo? BP Sara? And you are reportedly studying public administration. That is okay. But I don't think you are qualified and you can handle all the problems arising, most especially nowadays, that we are under attack by China. Security and economically, you cannot handle it because you lack the criteria needed to become a chief executive. Okay? Okay. Your incompetent leadership is one thing that you cannot be a real president, okay, in the future or in the days or maybe 2028. But you are, and your family is hurriedly want the President Bongbong Marcos Jr. to step down so that you could be the president. Am I right? Okay? So, ito ang report sa atin ng PISA, PISA. Out of 81 countries 177, or 24% of our students reach basic reading proficiency. Just imagine 24%. And ang ilan ba ang population natin? Ang ating population ay umaabot ng 119,70,817 as of today. Oh, napakalaki niyan, and only 40 million could speak English fluently. Napakalaki ng percentage. Napakalaki ng percentage na bumaba at declining level ang ating English proficiency, and also as well as in mathematics and science. Importante ho yung mga subject na yan. Importante. Because without English, we could not handle coordination, planning, forecasting, and many other things that we need a good, effective tool to make our plan be adapted to the current situation there in the Philippines. Okay? Okay. At saka isa pa, ang mga foreign employers natin have always favored Filipinos employed. Alam ba niyo yan? Because of our command of this English language in the past. Not anymore. But the president is trying to catch up so that more direct foreign investment comes to the Philippines. Hindi natin pwede sabihin na parating yung sinasabi yan na hindi nagagawa ng ating presidente, that if our president is weak, it's you guys who could not even speak simple English. And that is the fault of the past administration and VP Sara Duterte. Okay? Kaya kailangan natin, wag nating anuin yung ating mga anak. Pag sila umasenso, umangat sila, aangat din ang ekonomiya, aangat ang ating healthcare system, aangat ang ating security, aangat, at bababa din yung ating mga halaga ng mga ating mga bilihin. Yan o ang katunayan kung bakit kailangan ang root cause ng ating problema, kaya marami naghihirap. 20% ay because of our poor education under VP Sara Duterte and the past term of Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Okay? Hindi pwede yung Taglish. Hindi mo pa pwede yung Taglish. We need straight English in order for us to coordinate perfectly in worldwide. Yan o kailangan natin. Okay? Don't settle for Taglish. It is only there in the Philippines and we need to correct it. Am I right? Okay? Although I'm using it because in order for us to make a coordination until such time that all of us can speak English fluently, and that's a time like Singapore. Look at Singapore. They are good in English. And they are even a small city that become a country. Just imagine that. A small city that consider a country. And they even in a small city with a small population need more workers in order for them to reach their objective and goal. More money, more revenue, more dollars, more opportunity. The opportunity that is right now in Singapore is not enough for its population. That is the reason why how many Filipinos are working now there in Singapore. And most overseas Filipino workers there in Singapore could testify that English is better in Singapore. Much more better than me. They're good. Their accent is very good and understandable. Okay? Okay. Okay. Kasi ang English is constitutionally named as one of the Philippine official languages, and it's constituted to be an integral part of local life and culture. Am I right? Okay? English is the language of business, science, technology, in all our government agency, education, and international communication, which is ineffective for us to fully coordinate among our friendly countries, among our countries that is in European nation, in order for them to understand us. And that's the reason why European nations are now coming there in the Philippines to start investing. We have a direct investment coming from Germany, our top for foreign direct investment, and the United States. Okay? I do hope that, guys, that I was able to deliver and explain to you the importance why many Filipinos and also the parents are happy with the resignation of Vice President Sara Duterte. Okay? So, I see you in my next vlog. This is your host, Freddy. In God we trust. Never hold your peace. I'll see you in my next vlog.